Hey, hi, hello creatives, welcome back or to my channel. My name is Lindsay and today we are diving back into my traveler's notebook, and this is my memory journal from 2021. This is actually only documenting from January to March of 2021, and right now I'm still only in February, so I'm still just over a year behind, but it's all good. Slowly but surely we're getting through it. But so I'm working on this double page today, and I don't tend to only have one day on a page. Sometimes I put on a couple of days, just kind of as, you know, depending on the size of photos that I printed, depends on how many fit on a page. I'm hoping that still everything will fit in this one traveler's notebook and I don't have to use a different one because, again, I'm only documenting 3 months. But this was still in the first year of, no, this is now in the second year of my son's life. This is now in 2021. In February 2021, he turned 2. So when am I documenting here again? January 2021. Yeah, so right before he turns 1 is what I'm documenting here. So, my first year, the first year of my child's life, I'm definitely going to take the most pictures fathomable, especially because I take so many photos just on a regular basis, even without having a child. So now that I have a child, it's just even more. I think there was like 25,000 photos that I was able to put on my phone in the first year of my son's life. It was pretty crazy. So, but anyway, so now I want to get obviously all of them, printed, or most of them printed, so I can kind of summarize how my weeks or days or, whatever stands out to me goes. And I don't mind that I'm, documenting them a year later and, journaling about the stuff a year later. It doesn't bother me as long as, I'm writing something down that I have to look back at in the future. So the right photo on the top there, because when I use scraps or when I, rip pages for the corners, as you see that I did on the left-hand side, and then on the right-hand side, when I framed the photo of my son and Mickey, a dancing toy, you'll see that on the top left corner there's like a little piece that's like ripped off, is because I try my best to use most of my scraps. Like, I want to use them within the page that I created, or I save them and use them in the future. So once I get to a small enough scrap that I can't really use it on a double page like this, it gets thrown into my scrap bin, and then I use it for in my other like art journal. No, that doesn't make any sense. In my art journal, I just use it in a different notebook. So so that's why that little corner there is a little nudged out a little bit, but again, I don't mind. It doesn't bother me really at all, and my intention was to cover it up, but as I'm looking at the finished page in front of me, I actually did not, but I didn't notice it. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't bother me. And most of the time when I do my creative journals, I tend to do the same kind of, I guess this is my style, but I tend to do an order in how I like to put, like how I essentially create a page from scratch is, I figure out what pictures that I'm going to be using for those 2 pages. I lay them down to kind of see the layout. Then I start to add in the larger pieces of paper to use as background, and, by ripping the pages. And then I slowly kind of start figuring out which photos I want to frame with backing it with a different piece of paper. And then I start to kind of stick everything down. Sometimes I use washi tape to kind of create little shelves for my photos. Today I didn't. And then once I have everything laid out, what I'm doing now is I go in with stickers. So I did go a little sticker heavy with this page, because I just used this little, I felt like this little booklet of stickers went pretty well with the colors that I chose. And this little book of stickers I got from Dollar Tree, and it was, it actually has quite a bit of stickers and stuff in here. Kind of gives more of like fall vibes, I guess. but it didn't bother me. I'm documenting these things in January, so they're still kind of wintry-ish tones, but it doesn't bother me. I don't have to use certain colors in certain seasons. You're not always in that mood. But I really like this color palette, and like I said, I felt like this sticker pack fit pretty well, and went pretty well with the colors that I chose. The only thing that these stickers have in them that the paper, like, they have red. The stickers have red in them, where really in my papers that I use, I don't really use red, but you can see in a couple of the photos there are some red in the photos, so that's why I also didn't mind. And to be brutally honest with you, most of the time I don't. Sure, if it goes together pretty well, then great, but if I like those stickers and I want to put them on the page, then I'm going to put them on the page. I don't have to color code exactly perfect. It's more so of what am I in the mood for and what kind of stickers do I want to use? And those are the ones that I use. So if they don't go perfectly with the page, then they don't go perfectly with the page. They're my pages. They're what I do to, create and be creative in my journals, and to document these pictures that I take and to journal about them. So ultimately, as long as the pages look good to me, nothing else matters. So once I put in a bunch of stickers, then I go through and start my journaling, which I'm doing here. On the green page, I decided to use a white gel pen. It's just a jelly roll. Sometimes I have a little bit of hard time, getting the pen to work right at the beginning after I haven't used that pen for quite some time. So I struggled a little bit to get it going. But then obviously it looked great. And then I start to go through each of the photos and write a little blurb or something about them. If I don't remember exactly what had happened that day or what the picture is about, I generally, just kind of look at the picture to see either how it makes me feel now, or, if anything comes to mind, or again, if I knew what was exactly kind of happening in that moment, and that's what I'll document. And then I ended up filling in, I didn't have a lot of journaling to do, so then I created a big title here on the right-hand side that just says Mickey, because the toy that he's playing with on that side is actually Mickey Mouse. So yeah, I just did the letters in green, and then I did a shadow of yellow, and then I'm going through and outlining the green in my fine liner. I believe it would be 08 is what I like to use to make it thick and pop out. I just add a little bit more journaling here on the right hand side, and then this page is finished. So if you made it this far, I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you like, comment, share, subscribe, do all of the things. It means so much and helps my channel grow, and I will see you very, very soon in my next video. Bye!